And tell us what it's like to judge for the Red Bull 3-on-3 style across Canada and how the turnout has been for each province.
The Red Bull 3 style is a cool progression of DJ battles because it kind of incorporates modern music. One of the reasons that the DMC format kind of died is because the rules kind of inhibited to like records. And you know, I'm a record junkie, but in the modern day, like kids don't even really buy records, and the records aren't pressed quick enough with certain things, and there's certain techniques that you need computers to use, and in order to have a competition based on the skill set of a current DJ, you have to step outside of that format. So it incorporates all that, and I was really lucky to, I guess, based on some of my battle history and my club history, to be chosen to be the guy to go across the country and showcase my talent and judge. So it was kind of like saying, like, okay, like, thank you, you know, like we value your opinion and we think you're the guy for the job, and because of the nature of the job, I mean, that's a really big pat on the back, I guess. So, yeah.
Would you like to share of what's the rarest record you ever have in your collection, and how big is your collection of vinyl?
Yeah, the rarest record I have is a Toronto funk record by this group called the Hitchhikers. I actually found it in Ottawa, and it's got like 5 guys hanging on a stoop. One guy's drinking like the oldest can of Coke I've ever seen. It's like it's really fun. But that's a record. It's got a bunch of covers, and it's one of those things that just you don't find anywhere. And I came up on that, and then instantly after I got that, the word got out, and I had a few record hounds like Bird of Prey. Bird of Prey became my friend after I found that record. Just joking. But you know, like it was one of those things you found, and then everyone kind of followed suit. And I got about 10 or 11,000 records. Still collect pretty regularly, and I still love it. I play Serato out live, but that's because of my touring schedule and because I need to play new music, and new music just rarely gets pressed to vinyl. So.
What's one of your favorite places to tour so far, either in Canada or wherever in the world?
I love touring, period. I mean, for shows, I really enjoyed playing the Rub in New York and Brooklyn, because just the energy in there when you played good rap music was just like, you know, top notch. I love playing in Toronto because they don't take shit. They're really tough on you, but they also know so much about music and dancehall music as well, which is I really like dancehall music as well. And Halifax, where people have seen me play since I was 15 or 16, like sometimes I look out in the crowd and see people that have literally seen me since I started DJing, and they're still coming up to my shows, and that says to me that like they're not, you know, if they're not sick of me by now, I must be doing something right, and like they're loyal, and see just that your career kind of keeps fans like that. It's a really big. It means we're doing something right, I guess.
What is some of your all-time inspirations in hip hop?
DJ-wise, well, DJ Craze is one of my battle inspirations. DJ Cash Money, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Mixmaster Mike, Mr. Dibs, DJ Swamp, DJ Aladdin, for mostly on record. Yeah, those are some of the DJs. Buck 65 was a big inspiration to me, kind of for the reason I told you before, just growing up. I love MOP, he's one of my favorite rap groups of all time. I'm a real rap, like I love rap, so yeah. You know, all the legends, Rakim, Cool G Rap, Kane. It's almost like cliche to say, but like those guys, like, you know, if I was a rockhead and didn't say Hendrix, that would, you know, that'd be like that, right? And shit, I don't know, man. Too many to name, really. There's a brief list.
And how was your write-up with Canadian Musician magazine?
That was funny because Canadian Musician contacted me, and they were like, oh, you know, I think they were trying to be like a little hip, and they're like, oh, we need an article about how to become a DJ, and I was like, well, I can't fit that in less than 20,000 words or something. It's not an overnight process. So what I did was like basically almost like a little questionnaire to ask yourself of how to do it. So that was kind of cool, and I mean, I guess kind of in the same way of the Juno Award kind of recognition. Not that being recognized by a magazine is anything like that, but just on that level, sometimes hip hop and DJs and the way that I DJ isn't always recognized at that level. And I'm fine with that. Like, it's an underground music and it's an underground art form, but sometimes when I can get that information across to like another group, or maybe make people understand what I do better, you know, it's always a good look.
What's one of your biggest write-ups you've had as DJ Skratch Bastid?
Damn. I don't know. I you know, like the National Post little video interview was cool, but that wasn't really a write-up. I guess being mentioned in my local newspaper, my parents really like that one. I don't know. I've done a lot of interviews and articles and stuff. I can't really pick one, but there hasn't been anything like too crazy. CNN is knocking down my door.
And tell us about you being part of the music video Going Back to Hallie, featuring Josh Martinez and one of Canada's biggest MCs, Classified.
Yeah, that was a great time. It was really cold. A lot of people in Halifax go home for the holidays, so we filmed it at the tail end of the holidays, like the holidays meaning like Christmas time, and filmed it at the end, early January, and that song was cool because Class and Josh had never really worked together, and Josh asked me to do the hook, and then we all just filmed the video, and it was a lot of fun. We got on the bridge that joins Dartmouth to Halifax, and we filmed, like my fingers basically fell off from frostbite, and I threw a record over the bridge. It was just a good like Hallie video. Got a lot of classic Halifax moments in there. That was probably the most professional video I've ever been a part of, because I wasn't in any of the Buck 65 videos that we did together.
And how was it working with Skratch from The Roots? What else can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, Skratch has an amazing rap brain. He thinks like a DJ, and he, I mean, it's awesome to be on that page creatively with someone else that thinks along those lines or likes music like you do, because it's like seeing some of yourself or some things in another person transmitted another way. And for a guy like Skratch to like collaborate with me and start from scratch, it's just like three music lovers in the place, just like putting it down and feeling the energy of like our collective knowledge and everything we learned in our lives, and when we come up with an idea, putting it forth and seeing how everyone interprets it, it's a really cool exercise in rap nerdery that transmits to a dope live show.
All right, thanks again.
You're welcome, Archivest.
For show.
Yeah.